Geared chimps, baby. Start with the dart monkey right there next to the track on last, and then a sniper in that middle cog on strong. Make sure auto starts on for this first round. It's a weird quirk of geared that you need auto start on for the transition between rounds 6 and 7. And then after that you can just turn it off. So turn auto start off anytime before round 7 ends, so right there. And what you saw just then is me speeding up the rounds because I was kind of bored of waiting that long. At the end of round 7, get your second sniper above your first sniper, put him on strong as well. If these rounds look a little bit fast, it's because I have a mod that speeds up the rounds, but it doesn't affect the gameplay in any other way. At the end of round 9, get a second dart monkey, the same place as where you placed your first dart monkey. Put him on last as well. At the end of round 10, get your third sniper, put him on strong. So all your snipers should be on strong for now. But we are going to change that moving forward because geared is annoying. So for round 13, what's going to happen is when you play the round, your top right dart monkey is going to get overwhelmed by balloons eventually, and he's going to end up leaking a red, which at that point you want to switch one of your snipers to first. So take the round slow if you need to. At the end of 13, get striker in that bottom left corner right there, and then set all your snipers back to strong. You should only have one of them on first for 13, so just set that one back to strong for 14. 15, surprisingly, you don't have to do anything. For 16, set one of your snipers to first. And then just use Striker's first ability on the final kind of wave of greens, like the last green balloons on the round. For 17, set all your snipers back to strong. And then for 18, just use Striker's first ability when those greens come out, when that big wave of green comes out. For 19, put an NG right about there. Make him 002, so give him pin, and then set him to last, of course, to get use of that pierce. For 21, get double gun and set one of your snipers to first. So you should have 2 strong and 1 first now. Then for 23, set your double gun to first as well, just for some RNG prevention. You don't really need to do this, but it's just RNG prevention, because geared has a lot of RNG, and the early is really the hard part. Once you get past the early, which we're about to, it is free. So for 24, give your first sniper camo vision, so 010 on the sniper that's set to first, but yeah, it doesn't really matter which one. For 25, set all your snipers back to strong again. And then place a druid right there. Give him Thorn Swarm and then set him to strong as well. And then take the purple part of 25 slow. Use Striker's first ability once all the purples have popped into yellows. And all your snipers should be on strong for 25, that's really important. For 26, upgrade one of your non-camo snipers to a 100, so full metal jacket. And that will just cook 26. And if you've made it this far, you have pretty much won. It's unlosable from here, even though you will see me lose in just a second. But that's because of some stupidity, not because the strat is dumb. So as you can see, we placed our NG in the perfect spot for him to cook 27. That was kind of the whole point of the early. And now we have Striker, and we're going to get Age Order Jungle as well to make our life super easy. So get the DOTJ mid 29. And don't forget to get Hard Thorns mid 30. In one of my test runs I kind of forgot to do that and the results were pretty hilarious. So make sure you upgrade that Druid to a 130 so he can pop leads because we're going to need him to pretty soon. And the dumb part is about to arrive. On 33, what you should be doing right now is buying Shrapnel Shot on that Camo Sniper. You want to buy that before the round starts or this happens where you lose. If you buy it right now, before the round starts, then you won't lose at all, as you can see right now. I could have restarted the run, but I didn't feel like it, and it's kind of a funny thing to put in the video anyway. Make sure you get your lead sniper, so the 100 sniper to a 110 after you have your shrapnel shot sniper. Because we're going to need that 110 sniper for 36 and 37. And yeah, now you can just chill and we can finally talk about the strat. I know the early game is pretty full on, but that's kind of how Geared works. It's really hard early on and then very easy later on. And that's exactly what this strat is going to be. It's super easy. Late game, it is unbelievably free. Yeah, as you saw in the thumbnail, we are using Apache Prime and ComCom. With Striker, it's a pretty good combo because he makes all black balloons vulnerable to explosive damage, which makes Apache Prime actually do something to DDTs, which is nice. But before we can even get there, we first have to actually beat the early game, which is fine now. But yeah, round 40, our solution is going to be Moab Shove because that's just a great tower. So at the end of 38, before 39 starts, place a village right there to the top right of Striker, and then give it the discount upgrades, and then put a heli to the top right of the village. About there is good. Not too far away from Striker, because we want that heli to be in range. And then upgrade the heli to a 002. Leave it on follow mouse for now. You are going to have to use your mouse for a couple of rounds, but it's really not difficult or RNG at all, I promise you. Get Moab Shove before 40. And get quad darts as well. For 40, all you need to do is just slow it down when the Moab's about to pop, and then just stun the Sarams with Striker's ability. And then you can also follow them along with the heli, but you won't have to do that, so don't worry too much about it. Don't buy Pursuit yet. I know you want to, but just hold off. We're going to buy it in a couple of rounds, I promise. But for now, you can just hold your mouse on that bend, the first bend in the track, or just lock the heli in place. That also works just fine. Before 42, what you want to do is, yeah, just lock the heli in place there. And then buy another village in range of that discount village, of course. And upgrade it to a 020 as soon as possible mid-round. And don't worry if some camos get past, because Striker can see camos now because he's in range of that village. Before 43, get Pursuit on that heli, and you can also stun the Sarams on 43. You don't have to, but you can. Just make sure you get Pursuit, or you're going to have problems on 43. At the end of 44, get your second heli to the right of those villages. It should be in double discount range, no problem. Don't worry, we don't need it for 45 or anything. So just start upgrading it to a 202. This guy's going to be our A prime, obviously, and the first heli is going to be our ComCom. But we're actually going to go for A prime first because, yeah, the save up kind of just works better. Get Razor Road as mid 46, really just before 47, and then you can also stun the Sarams on 47. You don't have to, but you can. And then upgrade your non-camo village to a jungle drums. So you should have your 202 and 022 villages and your top path and bottom path helis, and that's pretty much the entire save up. If you've made it this far, you've definitely won. There is no way you can lose. So before 54 starts, what you want to do is get a glue above your left dart monkey and upgrade it to a 110 and set him to strong. This guy is actually necessary because RNG is a thing. Usually you don't lose to 54 with this setup, but for some reason you just can sometimes, like rarely, so I don't know how that happens, but anyway. For the fourth wave of Cerams on 55, use Striker's first ability. You must do that or you will lose. That is literally the last Striker ability you're going to need for the whole run. That's the last necessary Striker ability for the entire run on 55, so not too bad. And yeah, from now on you can just turn auto start on. I don't here, just to play it safe, but you definitely can, no problem. Get Apache dart chip mid 57, and yeah, now auto start can come on. And you can just speed up the game from this point if you have mods like I do, which is what I'm about to do. Right here you can see the game is sped up a ton. Makes chimps a lot easier. If you're wondering about mods, you won't actually get flagged for anything that doesn't mess with like multiplayer. So yeah, that all being said, I'll chill for a little bit and then see you guys when we actually have to buy a prime. There is nothing you have to do from now till we afford Apache Prime. Nothing at all. It's completely AFK. I'm back during 80. You'll see me stun the BFBs here with Striker's first ability. You don't have to do that at all. Just make sure you get A prime at the end of round 80. That's very important because 81 becomes hard otherwise. And then after you get A prime, make sure you just get Comanche defense, which might be the best upgrade in the entire game. It's that good right now because of the bug, but we don't talk about that. So as you just saw, that thing that popped up in the top left is the mod for fast forward, just saying that I've reduced the speed for fast forward back to normal speed. Now for 93, you do not have to stun the DDTs at all. Completely unnecessary. I was just super scared for some reason when doing this run, so I decided to stun, but completely unnecessary. But during 94, turn off auto start, not because the last rounds are difficult, we just have to place some towers, so we want to do that between rounds rather than actually in the rounds. At the end of 94, get a glue in double discount range and upgrade it to a 024 relentless glue on strong. It should be above your top village, right about there. Is perfect where I've placed it. But yeah, anywhere that it kind of maximizes where it sees the track is good. This glue is going to be super necessary for 95 and 99. but more so 95 because the DDTs are just too fast for A prime right now. And then get ComCom at the end of 95. We only get 5 rounds of glorious ComCom, but you know, what can you do? It is an A prime strat at the end of the day, and a pretty damn cool one if I do say so myself. At the end of 96, get a Spectre in double discount range and another one also in double discount range, and then just upgrade one of them to a 240, so get Spike Storm first and then upgrade it to White Hot Spikes when you can. And don't worry if only one of your Spectres is in double discount range. As long as one is in double discount, the other one can even be no discount, it should be fine. Mid 98, just upgrade that second Spectre to a Spike Storm as well. So 240 Spike Storms, you should have 2 of those. And then for 99, just slow it down. And as soon as you see a DDT, use one Spike Storm but not the other. Because the other one we need for round 100, as you're about to see. So round 100, let the bad take a bunch of damage. And then once it's past the halfway point of the track, use Spike Storm. And you can even use the second Spike Storm. I didn't actually realise it was there, so I didn't use it. But yeah, you can use 2 Spike Storms because the second one cools down in time. And yeah, there is your super easy, maybe the easiest ever geared chimps guide. Striker is just kinda awesome now.